Hello friends, welcome to Masterpiece Builds. I'm doing something extra special today. I'm showing off my take on G1 Optimus Prime. It's the big bot himself, the leader of the Autobots, and probably like the Transformer. Here he is in his truck mode, kind of that classic truck, semi-truck with a trailer. Rolls pretty well, flexes, turns, all that stuff. Trailer's got a little attach point here and a little foot so that it can stand, when it's not attached to him or whatever. I'm going to get out of the way for now. We'll bring it back later. And then just a closer look at the truck from a couple different angles before we get him transforming, before I launch into a diatribe about Optimus Prime. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and transform him real quick. We're going to take and fold these little flaps up front here out just a little bit. Pop his arms out. The elbow there is one of those mixel joints, it's a ball joint, and the shoulder is one of those 1x1 round pieces that has a little bar sticking out of it, 1x1 round with handle. So that pops out like that. Show you from the other side here. Pop his little arm out, swivel his shoulder over, just like the toy. And then similar to, most of the toys, the more recent toys have landed on kind of having two different grills, one that's up front to be the truck, and then kind of a false one inside for his abs. I ended up doing the same thing. I kind of understand why the Hasbro designers ended up landing there. So to get that going, we're going to swivel his arms up and spin all of them around. Now he's sitting down. His legs just fold down at the hips here, and his little wheels can tuck back to get out of the way there. Put in this little truck panel piece, and then the little gray one, maybe at not quite this as much of an angle, gives him kind of that curved core, curved, lower body. And then let's spin his little feet around here. These are mixel joints, and some sorcery in there that I'm not even going to describe. Shout out to Bricks Motion on Instagram who designed this hip. I think for his Inferno, it's a really good design, and as ever, the kid's doing clever, amazing stuff all the time. There's his feet. His little hands popped out here. These are just 1x1 bricks on little handles, little bars, in blue, as it turns out. Get this down. And then lastly, the old head reveal. And there he is. It's Optimus Prime. It's the heroic leader of the Autobots. What can I... Well, I was about to say, what can I say about Optimus Prime? But that's silly. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I can and do talk pretty much infinitely about Optimus Prime. And the reason for that is that he's just really one of the very best characters in pop media, pop culture. From the design being just really iconic and heroic, he just has a really commanding, strong visage. He looks like a hero. He looks like a heroic leader. On top of that, it's like really a perfect encapsulation of the idea of Transformers. The G1 Optimus toy is really simple to transform. It looks really clean as a truck. And then when it turns into the guy, you get it. You get it like that. You understand what Transformers are about. And then it has, all the best design touches from the truck as part of the guy. So you can really see that it's a truck and it's a guy. Just a really harmonious blend of two different things, which, if that's not what Transformers is about, he's like a thesis statement for the whole brand. Yeah, there he is. He's really posable. He's really sturdy. He's got really good range of motion, articulation, posability, shoulders, arms, head, neck, all of it. You can twist at the abs a little bit. Just kind of the whole deal. Let's get some accessories going real quick. He's got a big chunky gun. So I made the gun, a little bit more exaggerated. It's a little large relative to his toy, or his size, or relative to the proportions of the toy. But, that was an intentional choice on my part. I love the idea that Optimus is so big and strong that he can carry around this like fusion cannon, type of weapon that really ought to just, maybe be on a spaceship or something. But he's got one shrunk down and he's running around popping fools with it. Maybe critically, he can do the pose from Transformers the movie. I think I have this right. Where he's up in the air, blasting a bunch of people all at once. I don't know if I got it quite right, but I think you get the idea. So yeah, there he is. There's my G1 Optimus Prime, at least the main figure. I'll go ahead and set him aside for a second. We'll pop in his trailer and talk about that. So here's the trailer. A couple pieces stolen from Creo sets. They got the Autobot insignia and the little Optimus Prime name tag. License plate, that's what I'm looking for. Trailer pops open. Out comes Roller. Great little touch. You know, Roller doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense in the world of Transformers. He's like a drone. He's sort of half a character. Obviously a throwback to Diaclone when they were little people rather than these robots being autonomous or self-aware or whatever. But it doesn't matter. It makes the play value of the original Optimus Prime increase, and just, you know, fun little storytelling potential. You can have Roller pop off and like surprise the bad guys with a gun, or go do, you know, some secret behind the scenes thing so the bad or Autobots pull out a last minute victory, that kind of thing. So yeah, there's Roller, and then the base itself, or the trailer itself, just like the G1 toy, pops open. Up comes this little control panel. Mounted cannon, turret, radar dish, little repair arms. So it's kind of like a repair bay, a command center, a base. Call it what you want. So yeah, there's the whole kit. And one real quick comparison. In my last video, I showed off Itty Bitty Optimus, so I thought it'd be fun to put them side by side and just contrast the difference in scale, fidelity, articulation, posability. Kind of neat to have Optimus Prime at two different scales. So that's enough of that. And I think there's one more of the touch to share before I sign off today, which is he wouldn't be Optimus Prime, the heroic leader of the Autobots, without the matrix of leadership. So his chest pops open, and this one's fixed. It's not like an accessory that comes out, although I've got one of those too. But you know, it's just about the capacity to do it. It's just about that honoring and acknowledging that little detail and incorporating it in. So yeah, there's my Optimus Prime. I think he's great. You know, it's probably like version 40 over a lifetime or something, and they're all chasing that ideal of perfection. This one isn't quite there. It's pretty close though. The wheels stick out a little more in the alt mode than I wish. I wish they were, you know, they were wrapped in the wheel well a little better. That's about it though. That's about the only critique I've got. Makes me happy. Hope he makes you happy. In fact, I hope you're always building something that makes you smile. I am Masterpiece Builds. I can be found on YouTube, Patreon, Instagram, and you can buy instructions for some of my builds on masterpiecebuilds.com. You know, I'm usually talking Lego, always talking Transformer. Stay awesome, Internet. Thanks. Bye.